done it! They have gone back-to-back for the second year in a row!
What is up, everybody? My name's DG, and I am joined once again with my lovely, beautiful co-host, Milkman. And today, we have a special guest, Shelby Schmitt with Tool Mooks, Seth Kushner's blog. No big deal. How you doing?
No big deal.
No big deal.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me on.
Kind of fanboying over here. That's big time. We all know who Seth Kushner is. He does a great job. So, welcome to the pod. Thank you so much for coming on with us today.
For sure. Anytime. You guys are super dope. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. So let's hop right into it. I don't have any mean things to say to Milkman today other than watching the Florida Gators or the Georgia Bulldogs win the national championship. So congratulations.
Go SEC. So I don't blame you at all. I mean, SEC versus SEC. Is there another conference in even college football? I don't know. But all I do know is the SEC runs it, and unfortunately the Gators are in it, and it's difficult to get to the championship when you got to beat the championship team to get there. So that's all I got to say. We're building the team. Billy Napier's got it, and I'm excited.
Such a joke. What a joke. Shelby, are you a big college football gal?
Well, you guys brought up Billy Napier. I actually went to App State, who is a big rival of Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. They actually just beat us in the Sun Belt Championship. So I'm not a Billy Napier fan.
Thank you.
I wish the Gators all the best. I am Gators
No,
over
don't
Seminoles,
say that.
But not
Gators over
Billy
Seminoles.
Napier
That
fan.
is all we care about on this podcast is Gators over Seminoles.
I'm outnumbered.
If you grow up in Florida, you got to choose a side. There's no you got to choose a side. My side is the Gators. I got an uncle who went there 1,000 years ago, so that's my only connection.
That counts.
I need to start screening these guests before I get on because I'm outnumbered every time. This is the second guest that we've had on that sides with the Gators. Yeah. We had Zach Blob.
Gators, baby.
Now we got Shelby. This sucks. Let's hop into some hockey talk, though. The Bolts are rolling. Had a little skid last week. Since last time we talked to you guys, beat the Jackets 7-2. Flames 4-1. Lost 5-2 to Boston, and beat an AHL team in the Buffalo Sabres 6-1. Overall, we'll go game by game, but give me an overall reaction. We'll start with our guest today, Shelby, of the past week of the Lightning. What have you thought? Give me an overall assumption or summary of what you thought.
I think it's been a good week. It's been great to have Nikita Kucherov back. The power play looks like it's finally no longer anemic. It's getting back to its old ways, which I think is really positive. Team's getting healthy again, which is a huge deal. It's been a long stretch of a lot of injuries, a lot of missing pieces, so that's been really nice to see. Overall, I think the Boston game was a blip. We had players coming in and out of COVID protocol and just a lot of things going on. And I mean, we're still sitting at the top of the league, so I really have no complaints. It's been fun.
Milkman?
Yeah, Shelby hit the nail on the head right there. It was a little bit of a roller coaster, pretty much high. The Boston obviously was a low, just start to finish. That game was no bueno. But for the rest, how amazing is it having that first line back? Like I've grown to like Palat even more now over the last couple of weeks, especially off that last
better.
game. I know, and I don't. As much as I have not disliked, because that's a hard word. I haven't disliked Palat, but he could have done so much better than he has in the past. Since that first line is back, Kucherov and Point. Oh my God. I am so excited to see what this first line can do because just like Shelby pointed out, we're still at the top with not even having our full team.
Yep.
And now we got our full team back. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the season has in store. I'm excited to see where we finish up. If we don't get the President's Trophy, not a big deal. We already know that.
Keep it far away. Keep it far
Yeah,
away.
we don't
I don't
really
want to
need
see
it.
that thing ever
We don't
again.
want it.
Yeah.
No, we don't want it. We were a third seed last year. We obviously know what happened. So as long as we just stay healthy through the rest of the year, I am excited for the playoffs. What about you, Devin?
Absolutely, I am too. As a person who announced the Lightning dead,
Dead.
2.5.
Everybody remember this. He pronounced them dead.
Listen. Shelby, I have to explain this to you. So there's a thing called the loose puck's blessing. So whenever we talk shit about something, they turn it around and they just play phenomenal. So that was just, I was emotional. What game was it that we looked like shit? The Carolina game, or
we had like a 3-game L streak. It wasn't pretty.
It was horrible. It was before we gelled and all that, and I just pronounced them dead because they didn't see like all these young guys coming up just thinking that they're gonna just step in and be Stanley Cup champions. Like I didn't see the fight and the grit in the team. So coming from a guy who pronounced them dead 2 weeks into the season, I'm pleased with where we are. I really am. I really don't have any.
First place. You're okay with first place?
I love first place. Connor hit it on the head. Recurring guest. Shout out Connor. Hit it right on the head that we'd be first place by Christmas. We are. It's past Christmas now. We're still here with a roster that looks completely different, and it doesn't look like we're missing a beat without our top players, and somehow we're still able to be top. That's the most impressive thing to me, where it really turned my heart to believe that maybe we aren't dead, is that you don't have Point, you don't have Kucherov, you throw all these different lines together. You guys coming from Syracuse, you got Barre Boulet getting treated like a fucking stray dog, getting sent up and sent down like nobody wants him anymore, like poor guy, but you're piecing all these things together, and somehow you're still able to be top in the league, which is so impressive. And I think it's going to help us for years to come, because now we have staple players that are on favorable, team contracts, which we have the core here, and now we have the supporting cast that's starting to fill in. And that's the biggest thing to me, is the supporting cast is really stepping up to be, their guys, knowing their role, finding their identity. So I have no complaints.
DG, who would you say is the biggest ad that we've had so far this year, who was not on the team the previous year?
Corey Perry.
Yeah, unequivocally. Corey Perry.
Corey
for
Perry.
Sure.
Not even a question.
Pierre-Edouard Bellemare is
Bellemar's good. That's a close second, but 100% Corey Perry.
Huge. Yeah. The moment that he had to Kucherov, oh my gosh, in that Buffalo game, beautiful. He has found his game back here in Tampa.
Yeah, his hands are just amazing. Like the vision he has when paired on, especially on the power play, even on the second unit, like he's doing things that are creating movement, creating opportunities. I love the guy, and I hated him more than death. Like 3 months ago.
Hated him. Did you guys see what Bogosian said in his press conference? Someone asked him about Corey Perry, and he said, "I used to hate him, but now I love him," and he started laughing. Like that's literally every single Bolts fan. I think, was that you that tweeted that out?
It was.
He was like every Bolts fan. I retweeted that. I retweeted the fuck out of that because it was so relatable. It's like literally every Bolts fan feels this way. It's like, fuck this guy. He's a scumbag, but now he joins forces with us. You can't beat him. Join him. I love this guy. This is the type of guy that you love him if he's on your team, and you absolutely hate him. And I can't wait for him to give the same treatment that he has been giving us these past 2 finals to the other teams, and I'm going to sit back and laugh, and it's going to be great.
I got to be honest, one of my favorite things about him is he's a playoff performer, to the point where last year he actually got put to waivers when he was in Montreal last year. They said that he wasn't even on the active roster at that point. He is producing the last month for us consistently as well. I am so excited to see what this man does in the playoffs, to see how he just elevates that fourth line with him and Maroon and Bellemare. Like you just pointed out, Bellemare, huge addition as well. We've worried so much about how we were going to replace that third line, that Gord line. I'm not saying that it's the same, but I think that through the AHL and through the free agents we've got, we've replaced that bottom 6.
Yeah, it just looks different.
It is different. I think the penalty kill has been different as well, but Bellemare has filled the role, I think, more of like what Goodrow did as far as blocking shots, clearing pucks. You're never going to have like the explosiveness that Yanni brought as far as just his energy, but the net front presence, I feel like Perry's taken on that role really well. I was at the game versus the Canadians on the 28th, and I was sitting right behind the goal when he got the tying goal to send us to overtime against them. And just that net front presence that you need, someone in there being gritty, getting in the goalie's face, making plays, like he's filled that spot that Gord typically had with us. I just love him. I really do. I can't say it enough.
The moment he signed, I told him I apologized, because Milkman knows, I've had some words. I've said some very mean things about Corey Perry, which I will never repeat on this podcast. But I publicly apologize. So once
most
again,
of them
Corey,
were out of emotion, though. They were most in the moment, in emotion.
100%.
They weren't like truly
100%.
like how you thought about.
Yeah,
I mean, life
nothing
comes
against
at
the
you
guy
fast.
personally.
it does come at you fast, and it's just like we blink, and now he's a Bolt. So
I mean,
I love
7
him.
months ago, Vazzy was punching him in the face, and now they're hugging after every game. It's just wild.
Life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast. So let's recap these games. These blowouts, I'm really not gonna. There's nothing to talk about. You guys really want to talk about the Columbus Blue Jackets?
There's really
game?
not too much to talk about. Too many of the games, to be honest. I mean, we blew.
I have a lot to say for the Boston game. I have the Boston
game.
Game.
So most of the games we won, we blew them out. I mean, we handily won most of these games. I'm gonna let both of you guys take the floor. I wasn't able to actually see too much of the Boston game. I want you guys to take the floor and tell me what the fuck happened, because I saw Twitter and it was bad. Like everything was like, what happened to this team? This is not the Lightning. So what happened?
Shelby, you were there, right? So you can start.
I was watching from home in the COVID protocol. But
okay.
Yeah, the Boston game, it just was bad from the start. Like 40 seconds in, the first goal was like puck luck, like purely puck luck. It was a bad deflection. Vazzy just never even saw it. The second goal was just soft. I mean, it was shitty. And then it just went downhill from there. Devin and I were talking about it. They found some life at like early in the third period and tried to mount a comeback, but it just never came to be. And it just was an off night.
It's always going to happen like that. You have those games in hockey. It just sucks that it's to the Boston Bruins, the team that I absolutely hate the most. We talked about this last podcast. I don't know how you feel about Boston, but it looks like with that look, you hate Boston just as much as I do.
Oh, yeah. Brad the Rat? No, thank you.
Yeah. Fuck Boston.
Genuinely looks like a rat.
I don't know. It just concerns me sometimes because Boston's they had a horrible start and they're starting to come back around. They're getting Tuukka Rask back. But I don't know. I'm not going to look too far into it, but I just didn't like the energy that we came out with. Like you wouldn't think that you would have to really pick your energy up. You're playing Boston. Like that comes with energy regardless. And I just don't like how flat we came out and stunned and then playing from behind. I just hate that shit. Like I like when the Lightning take control, they play our style of hockey, they go out there and they dominate. And we did not control the pace of the game. So it was a little concerning to me that we did not control the pace of the game. I felt like we were out physical, everything, outshot, all of that. And I just hate playing from behind. But you have games like that, so I'm not going to overreact and call the season over. But I would like to see us definitely pick it up. You can't win them all, but
yeah, and it was a home game too. You know, like those are supposed to be the ones where you do set the tone. Yeah, it just did not happen at all
whatsoever. Manhandled. It was cool. We could talk about the Flames a little bit. It was really cool. The standing ovation I saw on Twitter for I was not there. Blake. Shout out Blake Coleman.
Pickles.
He loves it here. You know he's got to be so like heartbroken that he has to live in Calgary now.
I wish we could have paid him, but he deserved his contract. He has some really good goals. He's just got that net front presence as well. Has a good forecheck as well. So he was going to get paid. I mean, at least $4 or $5 million, and that's what he's getting right now. So I'm happy for him. Calgary's a good team as well. It's not like they're a terrible team. They have a decent shot of making the playoffs. So it's not like we sent him to a chump squad, but I'm excited for Blake. I think he was a really good. Obviously, we talked about that third line. We brought it up earlier. Him, Gordon, and Goodrow together. They were studs. They were always on the puck, 24/7. And the fact that we've not necessarily been able to replicate it, but get close to being able to match it, I'm excited. And it was nice being able to see Coleman.
And he got his ring. So that was
cool.
Did.
He did. I think that was the last player returning that we're going to see this season. I think that was the final player from last year's Stanley Cup squad that is now in
Did we do Tyler Johnson already?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We didn't do Tyler Johnson. Everyone always forgets about Tyler Johnson.
We played Chicago, haven't we?
I don't think we played him at home.
Or does it have to be at home?
Oh. I don't think it's Chicago. Does it have to be at home though?
We've definitely played Chicago, but I don't think we've played. I think it has to be at home. I think it's the whole tribute, the whole they come into the locker room with the whole homecoming thing. So I think it's an at-home game. And that's part of hockey is every single team plays at every single arena every year.
I'll be honest, I was a Tyler Johnson hater, so that's probably why I forgot him.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm not.
He was good when he was on the triplets line.
Rest in peace,
the last couple of years, he guy's little. I mean, he made.
Come on, stop with the Tyler Johnson slander.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
We like TJ. We like
hey,
when he needed to come up
against the Canes in the playoffs this past year. That was quintessential. Loved it.
He comes up clutch when you need him. He's just not getting the same type of ice time and the same type of line mates that he's had previously. He was on a line with Palat and Kucherov. Of course he's going to go stupid. And then you put him on like a fourth line with people who aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck do you expect him to be? He's gonna be a grinder. He's gonna go out there and not really put up points and just be that annoying fucking line. Like, that's what his role was. You take him from Kucherov and Palat, of course his production's gonna go down. So I never understood the Tyler Johnson hate, but I don't know.
Well,
it's just me.
It's okay. You know, maybe you did your loose pucks curse or blessing or whatever you guys call it. Maybe now he just had neck surgery. He just had the Jack Eichel neck surgery thing. So he should be coming back pretty soon. I think in like 2 or 3 months.
When did that happen?
Very recently, like a month ago.
I didn't know that either. When did that happen?
He got the same surgery. So now they're allowing the players to get it, I guess. But yeah, I think
that's a whole nother.
That whole debacle.
That whole debacle.
Complete other podcast. That entire situation. That whole Eichel. You now at Tyler Johnson. The whole what we can allow surgery. No, that you'll get me revved up for sure.
Buffalo Sabres, trash franchise will always be a trash franchise.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I tweeted out yesterday. I said, "Can you imagine working your ass off all your life to make the NHL? You become a first-round draft pick, and then they send you to fucking Buffalo. Like that's where you have to go play." That's where
players. That's where players go to die. That's where players go to die.
Getting drafted to the Lions.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence to the Jags.
Yeah.
Terrible. Never stood a chance.
Yeah, that arena was empty last night.
Especially when we're up 6-1.
Oh, I mean, the tickets had to have been like $30 for ice level.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that's because we could pay $30 to be in the 300 levels on like a Tuesday game at Amalie, but
Maybe.
that's $30 on the ice hitting the glass.
Yeah,
it's got to be $30.
Spitting on the coaches, like
yeah,
you hear the trash talk.
Speaking of empty arenas, did you see that the Florida Panthers they're giving away complimentary tickets? Our little sisters to the south, they're giving away
who is almost in first place. They're like 2 games in hand.
I'm gonna pause on this though because we have the Rays and we don't. Never mind.
Okay, but I know.
I really can't talk shit because I do my part. Let me just say that I do my part. But you've never seen
as much as we want to say like Florida Panthers too. Like they're in a weird area too. They're in Sunrise, Florida. I know if you haven't been down there, but it's not in Miami. It's not in Fort Lauderdale. It's in Sunrise, which is like off kind of the interstate on a weird part.
It's like next to the retirement homes, right? Like
it is. There's
I'm pretty sure it's by a mall as well. Like
a strip mall.
Way better than being in the ghetto of the Trop. So it's not comparing the same things here. But
the Trop has never. The Rays have never given away tickets. These people are sending out emails to season ticket holders saying, "Hey, 2 complimentary free tickets. Here you go." Exactly. They can't even fucking give a first place team tied for first place team. They can't even give tickets away and get fucking people in the seats. So when these Panther fans
split their season in Montreal,
they should. That is a good idea. They should split that shit up. Innovative ways to get corporate support and put butts in the seat. But their new stadium definitely will not have a roof. For sure.
Man, that new corporate letter that was put out this week about like all those local businesses signing. Don't even get me revved up. We're on hockey. I can't because that will get me revved up.
I segued in the Florida Panthers for this reason right here. What the fuck was Kodak Black doing last night? Did you see that?
Shelby, tell me what happened.
Let me just
Can you give the people who haven't seen it give it the best description that you can of what Kodak Black did? He went to the Panthers game and
he got a pleasure none of us would get from going to a Florida Panthers game.
Let me
just say that. Yeah, he was doing something in a private booth in front of everybody to see, and it was just absolutely nasty and stereotypical of what Panthers fans are about. Their last celebrity fan was Kevin Spacey. So I mean, they're just on a roll.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. It was wild. I mean,
he's getting twerked on. Don't know if anything was inserted at the time. Sure sounded like it with the way that he was moaning.
Definitely afterwards, once the camera was off for sure. But
he will be getting a in-person hearing with player safety for an illegal hit from behind. And
wow. That was actually fucking hilarious.
That's great. He really did. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but earlier in the night, NHL tweeted out and it's like, "Oh, hey there, at Kodak Black." And now I'm thinking like all this went down, and then I see the videos of him there, and then the illegal hit from behind, and He's never invited to a hockey game again, right? Like
that tweet was deleted. That tweet was deleted.
Did they delete it?
They deleted it. That tweet is no
100%.
longer available.
Okay, yeah. He's never invited to a hockey game again.
Blackballed. Absolutely blackballed.
Bettman is probably so unhappy to realize that Kodak moment has grown the game more than
it really has, though.
More than
he's a pioneer. He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer.
Insane.
Wow. Yeah, that was interesting.
Sunrise might be lit pretty soon here. We might see some crazy Florida Panther games if they.
Hey, it's in Miami. They might need to start looking into. I don't know, maybe adding. An exotic strip club, a little club section in there.
Get some dancers.
Give it the Miami
just
feel.
Lean into it. You've got the PR now. Just like take it and run.
It's not like you're getting even 50% of the stadium when you're in first place. So if you can't get 50% of the stadium in first place, you got to
switch it up.
You got to do something.
You got to switch something up.
Well,
we can't keep doing the same thing. That's the definition of insanity. No. You got to switch it up. You got to switch it up, Florida. So. You guys are our little sister, our little bitches. You want to be us. You want to, take cheap shots at us. I'm sorry, but you got to switch it up and you might as well just embrace the clownness of what happened with the Kodak Black situation. Us classy Tampa fans would never. Okay, we get the greatest of the greats, Tyler Glasnow. We get the funny Brett Phillips. We get the Randy Rookie of the Year, Rosa Reina. We get Gronk.
Gronk playing in goal.
We got Tom on the big screen. Who do y'all got? Brian Flores? Oh, wait. He's not even in Miami anymore because you guys fired him. You don't have anyone.
The basement of the Tampa Bay Lightning is that one time that Jake Paul wore a Lightning jersey.
Yeah.
That was like the.
But hey, he's winning though. He's winning though.
He is.
He's winning though. He hasn't lost. So it might not be a curse. Jake Paul is winning right now.
He's going to be fighting Antonio Brown soon. That's his next move.
Wow.
Oh, 100%. But he would sleep Antonio.
I would love to see that.
He would sleep him. He's a big boy. A lot of people don't understand. Jake Paul's a big boy.
Jake Paul, he whooped his ass.
He's a big boy.
No, I'm giving Jake Paul more respect. Absolutely. Is he win some fights for sure. But
that's our lowest moment is Jake Paul, person who's winning, and their lowest moment is Kodak Black, illegal hit from behind. I'm gonna start using. I'm gonna
fucking a prostitute in the middle of a game.
She's not a prostitute. Watch your mouth.
I don't know that.
It was
Watch your mouth.
That was okay.
Watch your mouth.
You're right.
Apologize.
That was me.
Apologize.
You know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm very sorry. I that was a very judgmental.
If she wants to bend over and twerk and do what she wants.
At any time, he did not pay for any of that, let alone only her ticket. That is not a prostitute.
See? If she wants to bend over and shake what her mama gave her at a Florida Panthers game, it's a free country.
You do you, boo-boo.
It's a free country.
You do you, boo-boo.
All right? I'm not going to call you the P word. All right? Jesus, Milkman.
That was hard.
Jesus.
That was me.
Sammer, edit that out. Come on.
That was me. I'm sorry.
I don't really know what else to say besides there's nothing to recap in the Sabres game besides petition to move them to the AHL.
And what about the Cooch hat trick? I mean, that's the first
that's a good thing.
Of the Lightning season.
This is why we keep you around.
2017.
This is why we keep you around. That's a big deal.
There you go. Absolutely. No, it was awesome. I was so lit when that happened. I mean, you don't say the word hat trick or the word shutout during the game. You don't want to jinx it. So I was keeping a very tight lid on it. But when it happened and it turned out it wasn't deflected, I was so happy for him. I mean, that's his third game back, and he's scoring a hat trick. I mean,
and John Cooper called him out earlier in the week after his first game. He said, he's a very talented player, but I think he can play better. And he responds with two games later, a freaking hat trick. I think the craziest story of this whole week is how about we were supposed to play Monday? Did you guys read that article about how the plane had to turn around and within 90 minutes they just made a beeline to Buffalo and had to switch all travel planes and plans and everything? That's a wild fucking week.
Yeah, you think you're going to New Jersey and then all of a sudden you end up in Buffalo. I mean, what a letdown. But yeah, it's just the days we're living in. Anything can happen. But thank God that we're going to get that game rescheduled during the Olympic break that was never to be.
Yeah.
Which just sucks that the players aren't able to play in. I was really getting excited. I thought Braden Point and Stammer were going to play. Obviously, Hedden was going to play. Kucherov was going to play. Vasi was going to play. We had a lot of guys. Sergachev was probably going to play. We had a lot of guys who were probably going to play in those Olympics too. So it sucks the NHL players can't play, but I guess a different.
Selfishly,
different
I'm happy. There's a chance.
I wanted to see it.
There's a
selfishly, I'm unhappy because selfishly, regardless of what getting a third ring, I wanted to see all of the top talent from every country playing.
I would love
as
to,
much
but
as they deserve the rest, as much as they deserve to be able to take that time for themselves with their family, with their loved ones. No, I want to see them fucking playing for their countries. I want to see the best of the best playing each other. So
I get
that's
it.
the selfish side of me.
I'm a selfish fuck, and I look at that as extra games, extra time for you to get hurt. Your ass needs to be on the fucking ice winning another fucking Stanley Cup because you have the core here to do it. And I want you motherfuckers. Just kidding. This is just pump talk. Okay, I'm not calling you guys actually motherfuckers. But you guys are the most talented fucking teams that we've ever seen in our lives. And I truly believe that record of the Isles going 4 in a row, I think we can tie it or beat it. So fuck the Olympics. Be great and win another Stanley Cup. Be healthy.
You know what's crazy is that people were looking at me like I had 3 heads at the beginning of the season when I wrote an article about how the Lightning were going to three-peat. Like they really thought I was just blowing smoke up everyone's ass. Like, and look at us now. Like we were talking about earlier, the depth of this team, what they've been able to do with all the injuries. Like where we are now on January 12th, there's not a doubt in my mind that this team is going to make the playoffs. And we've seen what they do when they get to the playoffs. So it's a realistic possibility at this point. I don't want to jinx it. Let me not jinx it.
I don't want to jinx it either, but
loose pucks blessing or whatever this is.
We've done all the shit talking that we have, and they've performed well. So we'll give a little bit of flowers. This has all been the end game, is that, we talk shit to get them better because we know that they're capable of it because they are so talented. The core is here. Breezewell's been amazing with the cap, being able to fill people in. When we lose people, cap's not really we're still in a cap crunch, but a lot of these guys will be able to come back next year too. So I don't know. I think they can fucking do it. And it's all, the best part is we're not selling out and going and getting free agents. Like this is all bred through our system. Nobody can tell us shit about anything.
Kane is not coming to Tampa.
Please God, no. I saw that article the other day. Please, for the love of God.
We pulled out like Kodak. We are not in the running. That was the official statement from Joe Smith at the Athletic.
Thank God.
She's on fire.
She is. She's got all the punnies.
I just wrote an article about this, so I've got it all in my head.
So I do want to hop into that. So maybe a little bit more, if we can, about what you do. I know you have a podcast coming out too, but I kind of want to start with how you got your start, how you became a Lightning fan, and how you started writing for 5 Tool.
Yeah, for sure. So I was born and raised in Tampa Bay, went to Dunedin High School,
Whoop,
go
whoop.
Falcons.
Wow.
So just grew up in Tampa, obviously was a fan, was like 8 years old when they won the cup in 2004 for the first time, and had a Marty St. Louis jersey. Used to get to go to hockey games as my reward for getting good grades. Played a lot of street hockey with my brother because we could not afford to skate anywhere other than the Countryside Mall. Shout out to Countryside Mall. But yeah, and so then
I'm
when
getting
I got
all nostalgic here. This is you're reaching my past a little bit.
So when I got out of college, when I graduated and I got a big girl job, I was like, oh my God, I can finally afford to like buy hockey gear and play hockey for real. So I started playing hockey, and now I play on 2 women's ice hockey teams. Well, one's co-ed.
Wow.
But yeah, so I play in 2 leagues. It's like beer league, so it's it's nothing special. It's really just a bunch of people goofing off, but it's really fun. And then I just connected with Seth because I wanted to turn my passion for the Lightning into something bigger, and so I've been writing articles and creating content, and like Devin said, I got a podcast coming out next week. Nothing to rival Loose Puck.
No, this is we all elevate.
Different idea.
We all elevate over here, so
we help each other out.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Podcast is coming out next week on the 18th. If you guys want to look out for it. It's called Puck Buddies, and it's me and a Florida Panthers fan. So
that's gonna be good.
Real interesting. Yeah,
that's a whole different.
Are you guys
going to
be focusing on a lot of like Florida hockey? Is it a hockey podcast in general? Is it a sport podcast? What's the directive of the podcast?
Yeah, so it's basically like Florida fans' perspective on hockey here in Florida through the lens of a Tampa Bay Lightning fan and a Florida Panthers fan, as well as just like news around the league and just general shit talking and roasting each other back and forth. Like, I'm about to go in on him for this Kodak stuff. I've got to write more shit like that one liner about the illegal hit, because there's just so much good content there. But yeah, it's just a new journey. I'm kind of excited about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was reading some of your work. You do a phenomenal job. She just got the promotion title too, the like creative director. So shout out to you, doing big things. But yeah, I mean, this is your podcast coming out. I'm excited for that as well, and I'm excited to at least have you back on, if you will. I've really enjoyed this. Come back, talk your shit, and maybe we can do a little
awesome.
cross.
Yeah.
We can go on your podcast.
Yeah, definitely podcast I'm going to be tuning into. One, and because I don't know if you remember this, Devin, but about 2 years ago, I told you to look out for the Florida Panthers.
You did.
I said they got a core. I said that they can build around that team, and I said that is going to be a team that rivals us to get to the Stanley Cup.
Which is going to be fun, which I 100% agree will be fun. It's good for hockey, but they're still our little fucking sister until they can beat us. So.
Oh, my God, yeah. They're definitely our little sister until they can prove otherwise. But it's definitely a podcast I'll tune into. As a Florida just hockey fan itself, definitely something I'm going to tune into. I'm excited.
Well, I appreciate it, Milkman. We'll have to get you guys in sometime so we can all talk shit together.
Yeah, we'll gang up on the.
We'll gang up on them. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Because that's what the cool thing is to do. Just gang up.
Yes. That's the cool thing.
It's a cool thing to do. Just rival them. All right, so before we get out of here, we're going to close out. We got the preview. So this week we have tomorrow, or you're listening today. So Canucks tonight. Stars come to us Saturday. Tuesday we play the Kings. Predictions. You think it's going to 3-0 week, 2-1 week? Shelby, we'll go with you.
I'm going to go 1-1. Canucks got their ass beat last night. And I think they're going to play with a little more pep in their step. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go 1-1.
We got 3 games though. We got
we got 3 games.
Canucks,
what are the
Stars.
3 again?
Canucks come to us today. Stars on Saturday. We go to LA Tuesday.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, we'll beat the Kings.
3-0.
Think we lose to the Stars?
Hard 3-0. One will be an OT, but I'm going 3-0. The OT is going to be Dallas.
I'm going 3 regulation wins.
Wow. Okay.
See, I'm trying not to be like bullish on it, you know. I'm trying to keep my credibility, so if I don't,
we're not bullish all the time.
No, trust me, we're not. I've had 1 and 2 weeks.
I've predicted like losing weeks for us.
Yeah,
sure.
well,
So
I've had a couple 1 and 2 weeks.
But I'm feeling confident. I think that with the first line back, and I'm just going to tangent right into my shoot the puck segment right here. My shoot the puck segment, I'm sorry, Devin, is the first line is back, and I cannot be more excited about it. I'm not letting you steal it from me because this is mine. Having Cooch, having Point on the same line together, it is genuinely magic. And I am so excited to have them back together. Palat is obviously the third guy on that line. He is getting all of the benefits as well, just having wide open shots, and he's making them as well. So my shoot the puck is I am so happy that we're healthy with that first line back. It is a completely different game. Kucherov with the puck. Granted, the goal, I think it was Luukkonen. I can't pronounce his last name, but the Buffalo goalie made an unbelievable save on that backhand that Kucherov had. Weaved through 3 players by himself and got it on net, but it was an unbelievable save. Could have made that. I mean, that would have been his 4th goal at that point. Well, actually, it would have been his 1st goal, but would have been 4 goals on the night. Already had 3, so my shoot the puck segment is I am so happy that the first line is back. I'm sorry if that was yours, Shelby. I'm not sorry if that was yours, Devin.
Well, listen here, asshole. Okay, we have to introduce the loose puck segment. So she's probably sitting here like I don't even know what you're talking about, and you just went right into the shoot the puck.
I just went.
So the shoot the puck, we just talk our shit, go on your tangent for about a minute. I'm sorry that Milkman did not let our guests go first, because usually when we have guests go on, we let them go first. But he's mad because I stole his last week. Shelby, I apologize for my rude co-host, Milkman.
I genuinely hope that was not your shoot the puck segment. I actually hope it was Devin's. Okay, good.
Mine's a little bit of like a hater segment, and I'm not usually a hater, but mine is just about Matthew Joseph on these shorthanded breakaways. I will a lottery ticket. I will
like it.
Go and get my master's degree. I will go to church again. I will do whatever I need to do when Matthew Joseph scores a shorthanded goal, because these breakaways, they are not it. They are not giving what they are supposed to give.
Our light-skinned prince.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it needs to happen. It needs to be said. I need to put this blessing onto it so that it will happen.
Yes.
See, I'm understanding the blessing now. So that's what I'm channeling with my Shoot the Puck segment.
Okay, for all the loose pucks out there, the loose puckians, I just made that up. Sammer put it on a t-shirt, loose puckians. We've been critical of Matthew Joseph. He's a light skin, so I'm always going to have his back. Okay, shout out to the light skins. But I will say, pick it the fuck up on these breakaway goals. I wasn't expecting it, so I was caught off guard. Great Shoot the Puck segment. But you're right. So this is me backing the loose pucks blessing of Shelby. So we're gonna talk shit. He's gonna go score a fucking breakaway in the next 3 games. Watch. Watch. Book it. If you're a betting man, book it.
Devin.
This is my Shoot the Puck. I'm proud. I'm simply just proud. Coming from a person that pronounced you dead, I'm just proud. Like, I can't believe that a team can lose 2 of its best players. Name one hockey franchise right now that could lose 2 of their best players for an extended amount of time and still be at the top of the rankings. I'm proud of the front office. I'm proud to be a fan. I'm proud of the coaches. I'm proud of all the players and the culture that they've set up for this to be successful, because it's a testament to them that we lose so many good players and it took a little while and I overreacted and I called them dead, whatever. But to be able to get this culture and find this identity, you got the school bus line now, like it's fun. It's just different than it was last year, but it's a testament to Jeff Vinnick from the top down. I'm just proud to be a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, and people fucking hate us because we're so fucking good. And I love that shit. I fucking love it. I love it. So I am proud of this franchise. I'm proud to be a Lightning fan. I feel like I have to cry now because it was like very sentimental.
I'm almost.
Aren't you guys proud to be Lightning fans though? Like this
100%.
is like I wouldn't want it any other way. Like this is fucking awesome. This has been some of the best times. Like I look forward to going to the lucky couch and watching the games and going to games and stuff like it. It means a lot to me. I enjoy getting the police called on me, screaming shoot.
He does do that.
I love this shit.
In my apartment to make sure it happens though.
Yeah.
I told Devin earlier, I was like, hey, aren't you that guy from that one video? He's like, yeah,
He's that
yeah.
guy.
I'm gonna shoot the puck guy.
He's that guy.
Shoot the puck guy.
No, it's been the best year and a half of Tampa Bay sports history, and just a great year and a half in general, despite all this crazy shit going on.
That's why everyone was screaming,
fuck
fuck 2021, and I was like, no!
I know.
No! Stop! It's been a great year for my sports teams.
2 rings.
2 rings! Stop! The Rays were doing good too, so stop. It's good. But no, I am, to sum it up, just proud. And I hope that we can get this in going, like keep it rolling, because this has been fun. Really fun.
Agreed.
So, do you want to plug your Twitter before we get out of here so everyone knows where to follow you? We'll put it also in the description, but let everyone know where they can find your work and follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys liked what I had to say or you want to hear more from me, I live tweet every single Lightning game, and you can follow me on Twitter at ShelbsDaMook. That's Shelbs D-A-Mook, M-O-O-K.
There it is. Go follow her. Go read her work. It's good shit. And tune into her podcast, Puck Buddies, coming out the 18th. 18th, right?
Thank you guys.
I got it right.
Appreciate it.
So we'll drop the link in there. This has been another episode of the Loose Pucks. Deuces.
Appreciate y'all.